exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome finally to the return of Throwback Thursday with your New England Patriots back in 2016-2017 as we try and rebuild the Patriots. Even though they are in this season, the 2016-2017 season, they win the Super Bowl against the Falcons. So we don't technically need to rebuild them, but I felt like it would be a pretty fun thing to do since this is one of my favorite Maddens that I played. So you guys know the history if you've watched the first couple episodes, but it's been a little bit, and you guys know that as well because I took a little bit of a 2-week hiatus or 2-week vacation. Not willingly, but kind of forced to because my PC had been not working and wasn't putting signal out to the monitors. I got it all figured out. It ended up being a little bit of bad RAM, a bad stick of RAM. So we got that out of there and it's all fixed and we can record. But now, funny enough, or maybe not funny enough, but I have to laugh or I'll cry. The next thing that's wrong is my camera. As you can probably tell, there was no traditional intro or usual intro that I do on the channel where it's just me talking to you and then it fades into the actual start of the video because the camera is not working. Well, it works, but it like glitches out. If you guys watched the video that I put out yesterday at noon talking about the Dolphins, if you guys watched the first part of that video, I talk about what is going on in the camera. And if you just watch that video in general, if you just watch for like 5 minutes on that video or 3 minutes on that video, you can see the screen or the video just like glitching in and out and flickering and stuff. So if you guys, I said this in the video, if you guys have any suggestions on what could possibly be wrong or how to fix it or anything really about the camera, please let me know down in the comments. I'm very curious and I would like to have my face cam back. So I'm going to still try and see if I can figure it out, but if you guys have any ideas that could possibly help out, please let me know down below. That would be much, much appreciated. But getting back to the task at hand, we got to get back to Madden 17 and trying to win another Super Bowl with this Patriots team. Obviously, like I said earlier, in real life, this is the season that the Patriots complete the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history against the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons choke a 28-3 lead in the third quarter, and yeah, Brady wins his fifth Super Bowl title in the history. Obviously, he still got the one against the Rams and then the one on Tampa just a couple years ago, or just last year, I guess. So he still got 2 more after that. But Tom Brady is the quarterback of this Giants team. As we take a look at what we have going on here in the save, we are week 10. Obviously, this is still back in the time of 16 game seasons in 17 weeks because just this past 2021 season is the first time they implemented the 17 game season. So let's take a look at what we have on this roster because I completely forget what we were even doing. It's been that long since I recorded this. So we have Tom Brady quarterback. We have LeGarrette Blount, James White, Dion Lewis, and Brandon Bolden at running back. James Devlin, one of my favorite players of all time, not just fullbacks, one of my favorite players of all time. Then we have Odell, Chris Hogan, Danny Amendola, and Devontae Adams with Matt Slater there as well. I forgot that we got Devontae Adams, but it's because Julian Edelman is hurt right now. He was our number 2, and then when he got hurt it was either a couple weeks ago or last week, he got hurt, and we decided to bring in Devontae Adams. I think I remember vaguely trying to get Stephon Diggs because they're both pretty young at this point in Madden timeline. They're both pretty young, but we were able to swing Devontae Adams. So there it is. Devontae is on the team. The offensive line looks really good. Obviously, these 2 guys are really good nowadays. But back when they were first in the game, I think they're both rookies in this season. Let me see. Is Joe Tooney a rookie as well? He is. They drafted both of these guys in the same draft. I forgot about that. Oh no, David Ainge is the 1 year pro. I was gonna say I can't believe they drafted both of them, but these guys are both pretty young. Obviously, they develop more as time goes on, but right now it's C pluses. We may have to upgrade that. I don't know if Madden 17 development through more than just one season is going to help us out very much, so we might have to move on from them, even though I really like both of those guys. On defense, we have a very, very good defense. We have Khalil Mack, Aaron Donald, and Trey Flowers on the defensive line, along with Robert Mathis and Vernon Butler, Vincent Valentine. Corners, Logan Ryan and Malcolm Butler. Obviously, Malcolm Butler is a 91 overall only because he caught the interception in the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. That's literally, he was like a 60-something overall in that season's Madden, and then the next year he's like a 85 or whatever. It's crazy. So we also have Darrelle Revis and Cyrus Jones at corner as well. Free safety, Devin McCourty, Nate Ebner, Rashad Jones, and Nate Ebner as well. He's pulling double duty. And linebacking core is probably my favorite. I shouldn't say that because the defensive line is probably my favorite. But we have Rob Ninkovich, Luke Kuechly, Dante Hightower, and Robert Mathis, and then James Laurinaitis as the backup middle linebacker. So there's not a lot of depth on this team, but there is a lot of quality on this team. And as you can tell, because we are 6-2 headed into week 10. There is one thing that I wanted to mention before we started simulating the rest of the season, because we're going to finish the season in this episode. So there's one thing that I wanted to mention, and that is the fact that Tom Brady, you know how back in the older Maddens, and even nowadays, but it's kind of gotten fixed more so nowadays in Madden 22 and stuff, but back in the older Maddens, it was unheard of that a player would play so far into his career. So, for example, a guy like Peyton Manning, or a guy like Drew Brees, or a guy like older quarterbacks like that, or older players in general, like Larry Fitzgerald or Steve Smith Sr., or players like that, they would all retire 1 or 2 years into a franchise back in these older Maddens, because the Madden just didn't, like, nobody thought Tom Brady would still be playing. Like, Tom Brady's 39 in this season. Tom Brady's like 44 nowadays, so 45, whatever it is. So nobody thought he would still be playing. So Madden's development, or Madden's regression and retirement age is a lot different back then, or back here, than it is nowadays. So what we're gonna do is, to counteract that, is I'm going, and this is not just because this is probably mainly because I think it'd be pretty fun to see what happens. But it's also a little bit because we have Tom Brady in our San Francisco 49ers Legends Fantasy Draft series that I'm doing on the channel right now in Madden 22. So having Tom Brady in this series is, I don't know, it just feels like I could do something else, and I have the possibility to. So what we're going to do is, after this season, we're going to trade Tom Brady before the end of the season, like after the playoffs are done and after we hopefully win a Super Bowl. We're going to trade Tom Brady. I know that's sacrilege for a Patriots fan and a Tom Brady fan to say we're going to trade Tom Brady, but we're going to trade Tom Brady to a team that has a really good quarterback, and then we're gonna move on so we can get some fresh faces in here. Every couple of years, we're gonna trade a quarterback and get a new quarterback. And there's one quarterback on this game that I would really like to play with, because he's retired nowadays, and I don't have the option to play with him. So it's probably not the smartest idea to trade Tom Brady to a division team, or not a division team, but a conference team. But I want to trade Tom Brady for Andrew Luck, and I think it's going to be possible because Andrew Luck's only 89 overall, and Tom Brady's playing up to a 99 overall, so it'll be pretty easy to do it, I would assume. But I want to try and get some fresh faces to play with, because we play with Tom Brady a lot. So, and especially since we have Tom Brady on the San Francisco 49ers thing. So playing with Tom Brady would be pretty cool. It is pretty cool, but I want to play with somebody that I don't get a chance to play with nowadays. So we are going to play with Andrew Luck, hopefully. That's the goal, at least, is to trade Tom Brady for Andrew Luck. And who knows, maybe Tom Brady doesn't retire and he continues to play for a couple more seasons after we trade him. But I just want to, just in case he does end up retiring at the end of this season, I want to have a quarterback already there. So I hope you guys like this idea. I've been thinking about it for a little bit. I think it'd be pretty cool to play with guys that you can't really play with necessarily anymore, like Andrew Luck, because he's retired and stuff. So that's what I'm thinking, but that's not until the end of this season. That's probably going to be in the next episode. Actually, you know what? Yeah, it'll probably be in the next episode, because I'm going to stop the simulation right after the Super Bowl, if we obviously make it to the Super Bowl. I hope we do. But I'm going to stop it before players retire, so that we have the possibility to trade him before he could retire. So that's all the backstory that I have to give. That's everything that I needed to talk about before we actually get into simulation. I hope you guys do go on to enjoy. If you do, make sure to smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's get into the actual video here, where we actually start simulating stuff. And this, I was thinking, this kind of brings me back to the good old days of the channel, the OG days of the channel, when I was playing Madden 20 and Madden 21, even when I didn't have face cam. That's kind of what it brings me back to, what it reminds me of. So it's a little bit weird not having to look at the camera a lot, but hey, it is what it is. I get to focus a little bit more on the actual game instead of looking at you guys. So we are going to scout some college players to start week 10. I do remember some of these really good players like Mustafa Bradham and Antoine Nesbitt. There are some really good players in this draft class. Quarterbacks, not so much. Running backs, there's some decent ones. We could scout a couple more. We don't necessarily need a running back, so I think we're good with scouting those guys. I'm probably not going to draft one anyway. Wide receiver, I do remember there not being that many great wide receivers in this class. Yeah, these wide receivers are all busts. Leonard Underwood and Calvin Whitting and Tay Gillette are probably the only good ones, and that's only because they're first-round talents. And I also like the old school drafting, because I actually know how to draft in the old school drafting. It was never really that hard, but I never understood it until just like a year ago. And then obviously they update it in real life. So we are going to hopefully bring back Rashad Jones. I would like to bring him back because he is a really talented player. Obviously in real life he fell off a cliff. An absolute cliff, just disappeared. But let's see if he likes that. Does he like that? Keep the bonus where it is, improve the rest. All right, okay. Martellus Bennett, LeGarrette Blount, Logan Ryan, James Devlin, Sebastian Vollmer, Robert Mathis, Brandon Bolden. Oh, okay. So obviously I want to bring back James Devlin. I've mentioned this previously. I mention this all the time. James Devlin is one of my favorite players of all time, and he's coming back. All right, perfect. So James Devlin's going to be here for like 4 years. I think that's what I gave him. Now the real question is, what do we do with some of these other guys? Because obviously I've traded away a lot of depth to get some of the really good players that we have on this team. I think we bring back Logan Ryan. He does have quick development. He's 25. Nowadays he's not that great, but this is back when Madden thought he was going to be pretty good. So 37.5, does that get it done? He's excited to come back. So Logan Ryan will come back. That's good. LeGarrette Blount I do like, but I think I'm going to wait a little bit longer on him because we are running a little bit low on money, $36.4 million left to spend throughout. I would like to bring back probably Robert Mathis, but he might retire. I don't really care about Justin Coleman or Matt Lengel. I know Matt Lengel's like a snapper, but I don't really care about those guys. Brandon Bolden, I could bring back. I don't know. We have a lot of running back depth anyway, so although we wouldn't really if we get rid of LeGarrette Blount as well. We have to play the 5-3 Seattle Seahawks. They still have the Legion of Boom, obviously. But let's see if we can get the W against the Seahawks. I'm really hoping that we can. I mean, we're 6-2. We've got a good thing going. It sucks that Edelman's injured, but he should be back in a couple of weeks. We lost that game to the Seahawks. We are now 6-3 on the season. Edelman is back, which is good. Julian Edelman is back. He's going to be our number 2. And then Adams and Hogan. That's a really good 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good 4-man receiver room right there. So Edelman is back. We have trade offers for Vollmer, but I'm going to decline those for right now because I still haven't decided if I actually want to trade him or not. I know his contract is up as well, so we might have to trade him. I just don't know when I want to or what I would even get for him. As we scout some free safeties, get some strong safeties. There's not really a whole lot of good players in this draft class. Corner, we'll scout a couple corners. I'll probably go more into the corners next week because I used a lot of the points on the safeties this week. So we'll go into corners next week. We do have the 49ers up this week. Let's advance the week, see what we can do. And it is a W against the San Francisco 49ers, 7-3, going up against the 2-8 New York Football Jets. That is right. Let's go scout some corners. Let's go scout some corners. See if there's anyone good here, because we could use a little bit of more corner depth, but we don't really have a lot of draft picks, I don't think. Yeah, we have 2 first-rounders, a second, and then a 5th and a 7th. So there's not a whole lot of room for error in our draft board. But that's because we traded it to get a lot of really good players that are good nowadays. And I'm probably not even going to draft really that many players. I do like that left tackle a lot, though. That like number 1 overall player, left tackle, I really do like him. So maybe we try and trade up to get him, because I think he's going to be really good. But that's for next episode, as we finish the regular season in this episode. We win against the Jets. I was hoping we got the win against the Jets. I mean, they were 2-8. It shouldn't have been that hard to beat them. But we scout some more players again. We got to play the Rams this week. Let's go to offensive line. See this Mustafa Bradham guy and Antoine Nesbitt. They're both really good. But this Mustafa Bradham, I think he's going to be like the highest rated player in the draft. He just looks really good. So Tank Hayward also is a first-round talent. Early second-rounder. What? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, he's projected early second round, but he's a mid-first-round talent. I gotcha. There are some good centers as well. We could draft a center, like I was talking about, because Matt Andrews. David Andrews is what his name is. I couldn't think of it for a second. David Andrews is still pretty bad of an overall. I mean, 78 is not horrible, but it's not what you want in a team that's trying to go like undefeated and stuff and trying to rebuild the team. Not very many good linebackers in the class either. Let's simulate against the Rams, see if we can get it done. They're 5-6 starting. Who are they starting? Case Keenum at quarterback, I think I remember. So they had Jared Goff as their backup. He hasn't yet taken the lead yet. 9-3, we beat the Rams. So we are heading towards the playoffs as the possible number 1 seed. We'll take a quick look after I get done with the scouting this week. We'll take a quick look and see where we're at. We have answer a media question. What's the media question? It's no secret one of your franchise players might hang it up at the end of the season. This could be talking about Brady. It's going to be a bittersweet day. It's hard to imagine replacing him, but when it does happen, I think she's such a great presence. Let's do this one. I think that might be talking about Brady, because he's one of our... I mean, Robert Mathis is also super old, so that could be talking about him too, but I think they're talking about Brady there. So there used to be... I don't know if it's this game. It might be this game. There used to be a Madden where Tom Brady would retire after year 1. So I think it might be this game that happens, which is why I'm thinking about doing the whole trade for Andrew Luck thing. And Andrew Luck's probably not going to be our quarterback forever, like I was talking about, where we just keep trading quarterbacks every couple years, seeing what happens. That could be pretty cool. I don't know how long this series is going to go. I think that's probably talking about Brady. So let's take a look at the standings. We are leading the AFC East as we should. 9-3. We are the 4th best team in the entire NFL. The Packers are the best, 9-2-1. The Jaguars are 8-4. You guys remember when the Jaguars were actually good? They had Saxonville on their team. So we are 8-4. We are probably a lock for the playoffs, but we are not a lock for the 1 seed just yet. The Chiefs are still ahead of us. So we have to hopefully win these last couple games against the Ravens and Broncos. Let's see what we can do here. Beat the Ravens. They're 7-5. I think we should be better than this team. We have obviously a lot of better players than they do at this point. Let's see what we can do here. Are we 10-3? We're 9-4. We lost to the Ravens. That's tough. That's tough. That is not what we wanted to see, especially ending the season here. Let's keep scouting some offensive linemen. Is there anybody good here? Derek Lloyd looks pretty good. Oh, right guards are actually decent. Hello. There's some depth at the right guard spot. Okay. I respect it. I respect the depth at right guard. Right guard's not necessarily a position that we need, but maybe we draft somebody and turn them into a position that we need. So the Broncos are 4-9. We finished the season with the Jets and somebody else, which should be a win. Hopefully this is a win too. We need it. I hope the Chiefs lost. I should check that after this simulation is over. We are 10-4. The Jets are 4-10. All right. That's good. So we are 10-4 now. Let's go check the standings real quick. The Dolphins are 7-7. The Bills are 7-7. So we've clinched the AFC East. That's what this means. The Y means we've clinched the division. These guys have clinched playoff spots. So that is very good that we are in the playoffs, division winners. And I am worried that the Steelers are going to take the 1 seed, and I don't like it. I don't like that the Steelers are going to take the 1 seed. Not one bit. This is upsetting. I don't know what to do. I don't really know what to do if we don't win the 1 seed. Although 2 seeds get the buys back then too, I'm pretty sure. So it doesn't really matter. I guess I'm thinking about this too much like in nowadays terms where we'd have to play a wild card game. But I think back then 2 seeds got the bye too, which is a little bit weird. But hey, that's what they did back in the day. Let's scout some defensive linemen, even though we don't necessarily need them because Khalil Mack and Aaron Donald are both young in this universe. And Trey Flowers is pretty young too. Okay, 4-10 Jets. Let's beat them. We need to go 11-4. I hope the Steelers lose. I would like to go into the playoffs as the 1 seed. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see what happens here. We are going to beat the Jets. We are 11-4, headed into the final game against the Dolphins. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. 11-4 as the season will come to a close after this week. That's beautiful. Let's scout some right ends, some pass rushers. There's nobody. This draft class kind of sucks, Loki. It's kind of cheeks, if we're being honest. Kind of straight cheeks. All right, so we have a final look at the standings before we simulate this game. The Seahawks are the 1 seed in the entire NFL. Chiefs are 11-4. Steelers are 11-4. And the Patriots are 11-4 as well. So, Steelers lost one of those games, which is good. So, it's a 3-way tie for first place in the AFC. If we beat the Dolphins, then we have a very good shot of getting one of the 2 byes. Well, we have to win. We beat the Jets 59-9, by the way. It looks like the Falcons are moving. The Falcons are bidding farewell to their home. Okay. The Falcons are relocating. I don't know if they're just getting a new stadium or if they are actually moving franchises. Let's take a look at contracts really quickly before we finish out this season. He said the bonus was good. Rashad Jones said the bonus was good. So we'll bump it up to 7.5 and we'll see actually 7.6 and see if that's good. Just need to improve the duration. Okay, so he wants more years on his contract. Yeah, let's offer LeGarrette Blount a contract. We'll give him 3 years, 6, and then we'll give him a pretty decent signing bonus because I do like LeGarrette Blount. So we'll go $28.1 million. Everything about that offer needs improvement. Okay, so these guys are being very stingy as we get closer to the end of the season. Withdraw the offer from you. We'll withdraw the offer from you. I'll probably withdraw the offer from... Should we do... Martellus is 92 overall. I feel like we almost have to bring him back just because of his overall, but 5 years is a lot. Let's do 4 years. Everything about that offer needs... Everybody's being so hard to negotiate with. Let's offer Robert Mathis another contract. Wow. Even Robert Mathis didn't like that contract. Man, these guys are stingy. Final game of the season. This is for a playoff bye if we win this game. I really hope that we do. We could definitely use a playoff bye in the wild card. But we'll see what happens. We are playing in the wild card still, even though we won. We are 12-4. I don't know who's injured. I could have sworn that the top 2 seed, we must not have got the top 2 seed. That has to be it, because I could have sworn the top 2 seeds get a bye. What's the standings looking like? So in the AFC, yeah, the Chiefs won the division, or won the conference. They are the 1 seed. And then the Steelers are the 2 seed. So we are 3. That's why we're playing in the wild card. I was hoping that we could beat the Steelers and jump ahead of them, but we don't. So we are playing the Oakland Raiders. I think they're still Oakland in this. Darrelle Revis is out for the entirety of the playoffs, 5 weeks with a broken thumb, I think, right? So we have, after this week, it'd be 4 weeks. Then after the divisional round, it'd be 3 weeks. After the conference championship, it'd be 2 weeks. After the Pro Bowl, it'd be 1 week. And after, yeah, he's out for the entirety of the playoffs, which sucks. So we have trade offers for 3 different players. 2 players have regressed. Who's regressed? Pat McAfee and James White have both regressed just a little bit. I'm not trading either one of those guys. But Dion Lewis, I'd be interested in looking at offers. I'm not going to trade anybody until, now that we're in the playoffs, I'm not going to trade anybody until after the season, after the playoffs are over. But I can get a 2nd-round pick from the Dolphins for Dion Lewis. Okay, so that tells me where they're at. That could be pretty interesting. I would definitely be open to trading him. But we've got wild card against the Raiders. Let's get into it, boys. I'll see you guys in there.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Raiders going up against the Patriots. So with that, let's get up to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have to do the hard work if we want to get to the Super Bowl. We have to go through everybody. We have to go through the wild card and the divisional round and the NFC champ or AFC championship game, obviously. But first, we can't think about that. We got to think about the Raiders and beating them for the wild card win. This is the first time that I've played with Davante Adams on this game, so I don't think I even played with him when I actually played this game because I didn't know he was going to be as good as he was, or that he is now. But he is out there. He's R1. We got Gronk, Beckham, and Edelman as well. I got to get used to playing this game again. I've been playing too much Madden 22, and that's going to be deflected, incomplete. Davante Adams was wide open. I probably should have done a little bit better to move myself in the pocket to get myself away from possible deflection, but he was wide open. That's a good deflection by the defensive line there. And we're going to throw this quickly. That one gets to Davante Adams, and he's going to get down to the 10-yard line. We're going to go with another quick slant throw. I think I'm looking at Gronkowski on this one if it's open. It's not open. We're going to go back to Davante Adams. He's going to catch it again, and he's got to get the first down. Davante Adams, 2 catches on this drive. We're going to pound this in with, hopefully, LeGarrette Blount, unless he's out for this play. No, he's in. LeGarrette Blount is in. And we're going to give it to him, and he's going to get brought down at the 3, a gain of 1 on the run. This obviously reminds me of the good old-fashioned legendary Raiders-Patriots playoff game called the Tuck Rule game. I think that was a divisional round playoff game, I'm pretty sure. Not a wild card game, but hey, we scored, so it doesn't matter. Julian Edelman back from injury. He's been back for a couple weeks now. Let's see what the defense can do here. I'm going to let them play a little bit. I'm going to actually not go on offense here for a little bit, see what happens, unless we get down. Oh, our defense is holding the field goals, which is good, but our offense is not really doing anything. I'm going to let the offense go to work. We're into the second half here. I'll let them do it. I'm not going to jump in just yet. Oh, there's a touchdown. That's what you love to see. All right. Offense is back. We're in the fourth quarter. All right, let's jump in now into the fourth quarter. It's 3rd down and 10. Let's see what this defense has got. Derek Carr, Amari Cooper still out there. Is that Santonio? That can't be Santonio Holmes. It must be Andre Holmes or something. That's going to be Walford. Clive Walford, man. Talk about names I haven't heard of in a while. Clive Walford. Let's get back in here. 1st down and 10. We're not going to blitz. That's not a good idea. Who's the coach of the Raiders at this point? Back in 2016. I don't even know. Aaron Donald, I need to get some pass rush with you here. Let's see what we can do. There it is. That's perfect release. And Luke Kuechly can't wrap up. Rob Ninkovich can't wrap up. And that's a little bit of an extracurricular tackle by Malcolm Butler. Luke Kuechly couldn't wrap that up? Are you serious? All right, we're blitzing everybody. We're blitzing Luke Kuechly. And Richard, however you want to say his name, he is into the end zone. Our defense did not play well on that one. They went for the 2-point conversion and got it. They make the field goal. Okay, we are down. We could very much lose this game 17-14. I've got to step it up here. We can't lose the game in the wild card round. We are the Patriots. There's Devontae Adams wide open. That's why we traded for him, because he's a stud of a human being. We will hurry up. We will audible to a run play because we got to run some of this clock down. We can't score too quickly. That's not what we want to do. LeGarrette Blount being a beast. 70 yards today on the ground for him. He's got a rushing touchdown as well. I'm very curious to see if the Falcons actually do relocate. I think that's what that means. It doesn't just mean they're going to find a new stadium. They're going to actually change teams. That's going to be Rob Gronkowski, and he's going to break that tackle, go to the end zone. So forget about scoring too quickly because Gronkowski just went right in there. He didn't care about it. We make the extra points. We're going to skip a little bit here. It's a 3rd down stop. You know what? Let's jump in. This could be the end of the game here. No, I don't want to be in prevent. I don't want to be in prevent. That's bad. I think I just screwed up. They're probably going to get this now because I can't get any pressure with... Get some pressure with Adams or with whatever his face is. That's not forward progress. Oh, they called forward progress on that? Oh, they didn't. It's 4th and 1. I was going to say. I can't believe they called forward progress on that. Blitz. Pinch. Pinch. We are going in. It's going to be a run, and he didn't get it. He didn't get it. He got stopped by the offensive lineman. He was totally falling forward there, and he did not get it. Oh, it's Jack Del Rio. That's right. I forgot about that. He did not get the 1st down. The Patriots defense holds, and we are going to hopefully survive unless something crazy happens in these last couple minutes. We are going to survive the wild card, which is something we shouldn't be saying. We're a 95 overall team, and we were 11-4 in the game, or 11-5, whatever it is. Or no, we were 12-4. That's what we were. We weren't 11-5. We were 12-4 in the season. We shouldn't be struggling against the Raiders in a wild card game. We really just need to use. We used up all their timeouts. We need to hopefully get a 1st down here. James White. I thought that was LeGarrette Blount again. I thought that was going to be LeGarrette Blount. We lost a yard on that one. We aren't going to punt, though. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let them super sim this because that way I still technically didn't punt. All right, they're going to punt 49 seconds. Oh, what a great punt, by the way. They're down to 1. 21-17, no timeouts, and under a minute to go. Aaron Donald's in the backfield, and that's a safety, and that's the game. Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald just won the game for the Patriots in the wild card. Look at that. He just threw him down. Just absolutely threw him. Get on the ground, son. No. We got to go more options. We got to go and watch this game, play the full game. We got to go back and see this replay because this is disgusting. Let's go back and watch this. So we got Aaron Donald here back in their own end zone. He easily beats the right guard Jackson, and Derek Carr had nowhere to go. You're not getting away from Aaron Donald. He's the best of all time. And there it is, the safety to win the game. Look at that. That's a picture worth 1,000 words right there. Can I get like the throw? Look at him just throw it. Look at that. I just threw him to the ground. You ain't nothing but a thing, Derek Carr. There it is. There's the safety. And the disgrace on the face of Derek Carr. Can we get a good shot of Derek Carr's face? Look at that. He's got evil intentions in those eyes. As Aaron Donald sends the Patriots to the AFC divisional round with an amazing safety. Unbelievable. What a moment. What an absolute moment. We are going to finish this game out, and the Patriots are AFC wild card champions. I don't know if that's a thing. It's probably not. We are going to play probably, I would say the Jaguars, but I'm not 100% sure. We don't play the Jaguars. We get the luxury of playing the Steelers. Great. We have to go to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh and play the Steelers in the divisional round. That is just fantastic. Well, let's get into it, boys.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Patriots going up against the Steelers. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
All right, here we go. We saw Antonio Brown returning kicks for the Steelers. That's a weird sight. But we are going to let the defense do a little bit of job here. And they don't. They get a touchdown. Wait, is Landry Jones playing for the Steelers? Is he starting? Hold on. We gotta figure this out. Also, Ryan Shazier is also playing for the Steelers. I love Ryan Shazier. Landry Jones is starting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. What? What? Where's Ben? I was about to build this up as a great matchup. Ben Roethlisberger is injured. Whoa. Okay, so by the way, Jacksonville beat the Chiefs and they're going to the AFC Championship game. But Big Ben is injured. I don't know when he got injured. It had to have been pretty soon or pretty recent. That's going to be dropped by Gronkowski? Are you serious? Gronkowski dropped that for real? Oh, they want us to go for it. Oh, no, they don't. They want us to punt, but we're going to go for it. We're going to get this. I'm going to go to Odell Beckham Jr. or Julian Edelman. Somebody's going to be open here. It's going to be nobody, really. I picked it. I should have just let them punt the football. I tried to playmaker like I'm playing Madden 22. That was my first mistake. They kicked the field goal, so we held them to a field goal, which is good. We're still alive in this game, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. The accelerated clock was against us. I can't believe Gronk dropped that ball, though. The Seahawks are going to the NFC Championship game. I don't know who they're playing against. I didn't see that yet. All right, let's see if we can score. Oh, it's the Vikings and Falcons. Okay. Let's send Edelman on a slant. We're going to motion Odell. Throw it quickly to Edelman. He's going to get destroyed by Ryan Shazier. Ryan Shazier, another guy that I possibly will trade for at some point, or if he's a free agent. I definitely want to have Ryan Shazier on my team at some point in this series. Another guy that we don't get to play with because he is retired. What the heck kind of throw is that, Brady? We need Andrew Luck. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. There was holding on who? On David Andrews, the center. Great. Defense or offensive holding. It wouldn't have been mattered any because we missed the pass. I don't know what Brady was doing on that one. That's going to be Julian Edelman again. That's a fumble. And Edelman coughs it up. Wow, everything is going against us in this one. And they put another touchdown on the board. And they put another touchdown on the board. We are getting smoked. Absolutely smoked in this game. This is not how it's supposed to go. We are supposed to win the Super Bowl in this season. Down 24-0 in this game. Gronk dropped another one. What are you doing, Gronkowski? You dropped another pass? I know you're in pretty tight coverage and it's like immediate contact, but you're Rob Gronkowski. You don't drop a lot of passes. Throw that quickly. That's Devontae and drops it as well. We cannot catch a football right now. And when we do, we get lit up and fumble. The AFC divisional round is not being very kind to us as we continue on in this game. There's still plenty of football left, but I get sacked and fumbled. This game is over. Bud Dupree picks it up, and he is far too fast. I had no time in this game. Wow, Bud Dupree with the return of the fumble. I had literally no time to throw that football. That is crazy. We got a field goal, so it's not as bad. This is ugly. This is bad. We're down 38-3 in the fourth quarter. What happened? 4 turnovers. I don't know what the other turnover was, but I've thrown an interception and 2 fumbles as I've been playing this game, so I don't know what's going on. That's another interception. Wow. We suck. The Steelers are not that great. What is going on? For some reason, I just couldn't play. We got destroyed, ladies and gentlemen. Like, we got bent over and absolutely clapped. Landry Jones is, I guess, that guy. Because we finish 38-3. And we will not be going to the Super Bowl. What a way to end the season, I guess. My God, that was disgusting. All right, so after we get absolutely blown away by the Pittsburgh Steelers, we get to the more important part, the more fun part, which is the offseason, especially in a game that I don't remember really how the offseason works. But we have a possibility to hire some people. It looks like Griffin Murphy's contract was up, I guess. Do we bring back quote-unquote Bill Belichick, or do we move on? Do we get Marvin Lewis? That'd be pretty funny. Or Chuck Pagano. We could go with a guy like Chuck. Good old Chuck Pagano. Let's bump your offer up a little bit there. Let's get you to Brian Groden. Oh, we can't get you. Can we get Tony Dubb? No, we can't get any of these guys. But we can't hire a head coach. Should we just bring back Griffin Murphy? I feel like we didn't give him a fair shake. Or do we go... I kind of want to go with Marvin Lewis. Or do we go Chuck Pagano? I mean, we're going to bring Andrew Luck in anyway. So do we go with the guy that coached him? Good old Chuck? Charles Pagano? Nah, I want Marvin. I want good old Marvin Lewis. Let's see what happens with that. Oh, Marvin. So we're going to skip to the next week, the Pro Bowl. Don't worry, I'm going to trade Tom Brady. Don't you worry. That sounds weird to say, but we are going to trade him because I think he's retiring anyway. We got Marvin Lewis. Let's go. Marvin Lewis is our head coach, baby. There are some other people that we could think about trading. We're not trading Jimmy Garoppolo. I want to see how he develops in this game. I don't remember. I honestly do not remember how Jimmy Garoppolo develops or how young players in general develop in this game. Because I know there's a couple Maddens where the development just wasn't really good. That could be this one. Who do we have to hire? We did not get a trainer, it looks like. Oh, he rejected our offer. You little jerk. How dare you? We are the New England Patriots. How dare you reject our offer? All right, so this is probably the time where we trade Tom Brady. I don't remember when retirement happens, so I'm guessing that it's going to happen as we simulate, so I'm going to trade Tom Brady in the next episode. That's the cliffhanger of a lifetime. That is the cliffhanger of a lifetime. Let me just quickly go and see if they're even interested in Tom. Obviously, they're going to be interested in Tom Brady. Let's go manual trade. Let's go to the Colts. Get me some good old Andrew Luck. Put him on the squad. He's 89 overall. He has not developed very well. We might actually be able to get some other stuff for him, too. I mean, it's Tom Brady. 97 overall Tom Brady. They're not even interested in him. Maybe it's not going to be that easy to get. Plus, we don't have the cap room. Wow. Okay. His cap hit is 20. Oh, his contract already kicked in. That's right. I don't want to submit this because I don't know if it'll go through or not. I don't want to be that's how you end the video. Interesting. Tom Brady for Andrew Luck. I mean, I couldn't even submit it because we don't have enough cap room. So we'd have to trade somebody else, like a Brandon Bolden, whose contract is up anyway. That gives us, we need 1.5 million in the difference. Chris Hogan's making a lot of money. Danny Amendola is making a lot of money. You know what, Danny? You might have to be shipped out of here for Andrew Luck. This could be the potential trade that we do to bring in Andrew. It's probably a dumb thing to do, but we don't get to play a lot with Andrew Luck because he's not in the game anymore. So, and let me take a look at what his contract looks like. What is your contract? Can I take a look at it? How do I do that? Here we go. This is what I want. Let me take a look. What's your contract? Give me your contract. He's got 5. Oh, he just signed the contract, so he's not going to be a free agent for a long time. For a long time. All right. Is there any other quarterback on here that's not really in the game anymore? That Tony Romo, but I don't really want him. Plus, he's like 85 overall. Eli Manning, Blake Bortles, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we could go for a guy like Drew Brees, I guess. He's not in the game anymore, but he costs more than what Andrew Luck costs. Marcus Mariota, when he was still good. 82 overall. Sam Bradford. There's some possibilities, but nobody really like Andrew Luck. I really feel like it's the best to get Andrew Luck. We could get Johnny Manziel. Is he going to start for the Cardinals? Wow, that's not good. Hey, kicked in the sacky Christian Hackey. Phillip Rivers we could go for. I don't know. I feel like Andrew Luck's the best option here. Andrew Luck is the... Wait, where's Dak? Where's Dak Prescott? Where did you go, Dak? Dacky. Dan Orlovsky's still in the game? He didn't retire. I thought he retired by now. I guess not. Let me quickly see if I can find Dak Prescott. Where'd he go? Is he not in the game yet? I could have sworn he's a rookie in this game. Oh, Dak, where are you? Taylor Heineke, let's go, man. 59 overall. He hasn't got much better. Where are you, Dak Prescott? You just disappear? Like Michael Vick at the beginning of the series? Jimmy Clausen hasn't retired yet? Oh, my God. Jimmy Clausen. Did Dak Prescott just disappear? What the heck happened to him? Did he get injured? He might have got injured. I don't know. But I'll leave you guys on that little bit of a cliffhanger as we try and figure out what we want to do, because I'm going to stop it here. I'm not going to move ahead at all. I'm going to, because I'm scared that, actually we'll do a little bit of scouting. I'm scared that Tom Brady's going to retire right as we simulate, so I don't want that to happen. So we're going to stop it right here. We're going to wait, see what happens. Hopefully we can get, oh, that's a gem. There we go. You love to hear that noise. And that is going to be all the scouting I can do there. All right. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. We didn't end it on as good of a note as I would have liked because we lost to the Steelers by a lot. We got absolutely clobbered by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Clapped of the cheek. The cheek's clappage was very much on point, and it was not happy. So next season, we're going to have to come back with a vengeance. But thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.